Alrighty, hello guys. Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while. I haven't recorded in a long time. That's because I had to update my computer to Windows 10, and I lost everything, and I had to get a new screen recording. But now I have an even better one. The one I have now, it shows no lag at all. So I'm very happy right now. Anyways, enough about me. Today I've been playing some anime fighting simulator. It's a Roblox game, and I would like to show you guys about it. So I'd like to show you guys how to get Chakra Shards and yen, because it's really hard to get that kind of stuff. And I understand that it's pretty difficult. So I'm gonna give you a couple options on what to do for that. Yen is pretty easy to do, along with Chakra. But anyways, let's get on with the video. So, basically, I'm going to start with Chakra Shards. So Chakra Shards, they're pretty hard to get, and you need them for your specials and stuff, or for champions. So, one easy way to get them is just by going around the map, right? And finding these boxes, okay? And then when you click on them, they give you Chakra Shards. Not a very large amount, but I'm sure if you farmed them for a couple hours, you could make maybe 20,000 Chakra Shards. So that's not that bad. Definitely could be better, and there are other ways. So another way you can get Chakra Shards pretty quickly is just by AFKing overnight. So you don't have to be like grinding your sword or something. You can just be standing there, and if you have an auto clicker like I do, I'll put the link to it in the description. If you have an auto clicker, then you can just go to a spot, for example, dojo place or whatever, gym, and you can just auto click overnight. So I think about every minute you'll get 5 or 10 Chakra Shards if you have the double game pass, or your game passes. If you have the 2 times Chakra game pass, then you'll get 10. If you don't have it, that's fine. You'll get 5. You usually get around, like right there. See that? Plus 10. So you get that around every minute or two. And you'll overnight, if you were to grind that, you'd get around 10 to 20,000 Chakra Shards. So that's pretty good, not gonna lie. I've used that in the past, but I'd say the best method for getting them is probably fighting the 5th dimension boss. Now, if you're not very, if you don't have a lot of power in this game, then you can always just get a friend who has a lot of power, and you can get them to help you. You just need to get in some hits. So, real quick, I'm going to go to Dimension 5, and we're going to, we're going to fight the Beast Monkey boss. You want to do all 5 stages, so all 5 tiers, because that way you get around 20,000 Chakra Shards in a couple of minutes, and you can repeat this process as many times as you want. Yeah, I don't have a link for a private server, but you should probably do this in a private server. You don't have to if you don't want to, or, yeah. But let's go to Dimension 5. I'll meet you guys there. Okay, so we've just gotten into Dimension 5. So you can just press play. And then basically, also, you guys, like, if you're below, like, 100 NE or something, that's okay. Like, you can go to any dimension when you're any power level, okay? Like, you don't have to be, 100 N to be able to go to this dimension. You can be any power level and it'll let you in. I know that sounds weird, but not even I'm 100 N and I was able to go in. The game just lets you do it, but you just can't train here yet because, you don't have enough power. Anyways, right here is where the boss is. It's Beast Monkey, so I'm just going to equip everything real quick. You want to have a champion out, because champions, they, like, for example, Sasuke, he boosts my damage a lot, along with, you also want to have a durability power equipped. Mine is the Explosive Nova. You can get Explosive Nova by completing Boom's 28th quest, and then going to Armino or whatever, and his first quest is, I think increments, I forget though, and once you've completed his first quest, then you can get, Explosive Nova. His second move is actually really good. You want to try and get it. You just have to defeat Beast Monkey 3 times, and it is the, let me find it real quick, I believe it's in strength, no, hold on, I'll cut to when I find it. Okay, sorry, I'm back. So, it's in Chakra, and it's pretty far down. It's Horrid Sun, and it is really good. I'll demonstrate it when we fight the boss. Basically, what you want to do is, I recommend Sun Style for this. I'll make another video on how to get Sun Style in the future, maybe. But basically, you want to jump above him, use your C on Sun Style, and spam all of your abilities. Sometimes I'll use rock, paper, scissors, and I know that sounds dumb, but it actually does a lot of damage. But if you're going to use rock, paper, scissors, then you're probably going to want, support arrangement, because you're going to want to be able to heal once you've used it, because it can be really dangerous. Anyways, so you just spam him with all your abilities, and then bang, you beat him. 1,000 Chakra Shards. That was tier 1, okay? So that's really good for just tier 1. I don't recommend using rock, paper, scissors a lot. Let me just turn off my volume right now because I'm sure it's annoying. I don't recommend using, I do not recommend using rock, paper, scissors much because it deals a lot of damage and it's hard to heal that back. So you should probably just stick to your regular moves. But I definitely recommend Explosive Nova and Horrid Sun. Those help a lot. Once I beat tier 2 here, I'll show you guys what Horrid Sun does. Let's just quickly, okay, and there we go. So, Horrid Sun is charging up. Okay, so I'll go outside, and it's pretty big actually. I have mine set to L, and it's just basically this giant thing, and you can aim it wherever you want, and yeah. It's really good though, so you're going to want it. Anyways, I'm just going to speed up through all of the tiers, and I'll cut to every time I beat them. Okay, there's that. Also, once you reach tier 4 and 5, depending on how strong you are, you're going to want to switch to your support armament. Yeah. Alrighty, tier 4, 2,000 Chakra Shards. And finally, the tier 5. Also, we started at around, actually, I'll just look back and show you guys. But, we started around, I think around 20,000 Chakra Shards, or 30, and we've already made a really good amount. So this is going really good so far. Sorry for that squeaking noise. It's my chair. It's really squeaky. Anyways, so we've made around 10,000 Chakra Shards already, maybe 20. I don't know. So that's actually really good. Because usually that would take a couple hours to get normally, but just by fighting Beast Monkey, all of his tiers, you get around 20,000 Chakra Shards. But I have the double Chakra Shard game pass, so I'm getting, if you don't have it, I'm probably getting a little more than you, but that's totally okay. You'll still get around 10k when you fight him, when you do all 5 tiers, so that is really helpful if you're trying to get, Sun Style, or maybe just a good bloodline or something. 7k for tier 5, so that's really good. So we're at 48,000 now, so that's really good. Next I'm going to be doing yen, because also yen is pretty important too, so I'm going to cut to that. Alright, so we're back in Dimension 1. So yen is pretty actually helpful, because that's how you get better stats. So I have 182 million, so I could upgrade my strength and get better stats for it. So it's pretty important, especially if you're trying to AFK. So I'm going to be explaining some ways of getting yen. So the first, and probably the best, is by doing your quests. It's just really good, because yen, see look, so I have a Deco quest, and when I complete it, when I defeat 100 players, I'll get 3.5 million yen. That's 3,500,000 yen. And you also get Chakra Shards for doing your quests, and sometimes new abilities, or swords if you have, if you're doing the sword quests over there. But, yeah, so doing quests is one really good way, but some of them, like this one, like, you don't want to do, like, these guys' quests, because these guys suck. Like, you can do their quests if you click on them, but I don't recommend it. Also, I don't recommend stands either. Don't buy them. They're trash. Anyways, so that's one way. Another way is, again, by AFKing overnight. So, you should probably get a decently good rank before you you should AFK overnight, but, like, get a decently good rank, too. Because the higher your rank on Yonko, Yonko? I don't know. On Yonko, I get 100,000 yen every about minute. And overnight, I make about 700 million yen, which is really good. So yeah, I definitely recommend getting, like, better ranks. That'll definitely help when you go overnight. Yeah, so that's another way. One more is by defeating bosses. So it's not very good, like, it's not the best. Like, when we defeated Beast Monkey tier 5, we got like 125,000 yen, I think. And that would be good if it was Chakra Shards, but it's not very good. Especially how much stuff costs when you get better. So I recommend not doing bosses. You should probably do see, like, 9k yen. Like, that's terrible if you're just, like, if you're already where I am. Like, for me, things cost hundreds of millions of dollars. So you probably shouldn't do bosses, but if you're just trying to get, like, a couple thousand yen or something, you know, you could do a boss and get that pretty easily. Yeah, so don't do bosses if you're trying to get a large amount. You should probably just AFK overnight, which is probably the best thing to do, I guess. Don't do like these guys' quests or anything. They're not really helpful. And also for Chakra Shards, I don't really recommend going around and getting these boxes. It's not very helpful either. But do whatever you want. So just AFK overnight, and you should get, like, hundreds of thousands of 100,000 yen maybe or something overnight. So I'm sure that'll help. You don't really get, like, yen for swinging your sword and stuff, so that's pretty annoying, but it's whatever. So yeah, I really hope this helped you guys. Also, once again, I'm going to leave my auto clicker in the description. Real quick, I'm going to explain how it works. So once you've downloaded it, you can just press hotkey settings, and you can do, like, start/stop, so you can choose which one you want, right? And then you press OK, and then so on my keyboard, if I press F1, then you'll see the start button turned, like, dark gray, and that's how you know it's working. And I set stop for F1, so if I press F1, then it stops, and it stops clicking. So, like, here, I'm auto-clicking, and I'm still auto-clicking, not pressing anything. I go over, and it automatically clicked onto the stop, which stopped it. So I hope that helps. You can also pick a location of where you want to pick your mouse. So, yeah. And then you can do right-click, middle-click right here, and you can do it, like, how fast and slow you want. So if I want it to click, for example, every 9 hours, okay, then you could do every 9 hours. So I think it's really helpful, and it's safe, and you usually want to have repeat until stopped on. because then you can just go an infinite amount. But that's really it. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.